challenge or the other continuously. But the good thing is, there's always a way out. There's always something that one can do to get out of it. And a lot of times, it's the way we think about the challenges. It could be my car needs to get serviced, or it stopped working, or I need to get some food because I ran out of oil. It could be something simple, that simple. I'm about to cook and I realize I ran out of oil, or something. Making it as simple as possible. Of course, there are other challenges that we sometimes come across. So I like this quote by George Matthew Adams, which says that what you think means more than anything else in your life. More than what you earn, more than where you live, more than your social position, and more than what anyone else may think about you. Every problem introduces you to yourself. It shows you how you think and what you're made of. It goes back to, how do we think? Because if you think about it, yes, thoughts is what will cause us to act. And when we act, this in turn, depending on how often we act, leads to habit. And that habit becomes a lifestyle. So when we're faced with a problem, there are two ways we can look at it. And so you can maybe share with me, if you're up to it, what do you do when you face challenges? Do you ignore it and hope it goes away? I've done that. Or do you feel powerless to solve it? Have you had such bad experiences trying to solve problems in the past that you've just given up? Or do you tackle them willingly? And for me, it depends on what it is. But learning to tackle problems willingly will help us overcome a lot of challenges. And when you look back, you see that some of the challenges that you faced, at the end, there's a way out of whatever the challenge is. It's just about making the right decision to overcome that challenge. For me, the biggest way for me to get out of challenges or to know what direction to go is through prayer, because I'm a person of faith. So I go to prayer, asking God to help me, asking the Lord to help me. And so that works for me. And you can also find out what works for you. What works for you when it comes to challenges? Also, asking for help. How often do we ask for help? Sometimes it's, if we allow ego to get in the way, we don't want to ask for help because we don't want to seem helpless. But there's actually strength in asking for help. There's a lot of strength in asking, in admitting that I don't know it all. I don't have it all. We're not supposed to have it all or know it all. I believe we were created to need and want and work with each other. There's a song that I used to sing, or I learned in high school, that no man is an island. Could be no woman either also. No one is an island. We're not an island. We need each other. So the next time you're facing a challenge, how are you going to tackle it? Are you going to ignore it? Or are you going to face it head on? Are you going to pray? Or are you going to ask for help? There's always a way out. So that's just a short one today. I got on a little later than I would have liked, but not too late. It's not too late. So thanks for joining, and just some thoughts, something to think about. Because the thing is, we will face challenges. There will always be a challenge that we will face, but we can learn to tackle it, ignore it, or see how things go. But there's always a way, and each challenge that we face can be solved. I believe there's always a way out. If there's a will, there's a way. Okay, that's it for today. Have a blessed rest of the day, evening, or wherever you may be. God bless.